What if you could create viral, story-driven videos using a suite of completely free AI tools? In this explainer, we're going to break down the exact step-by-step formula that's doing just that on social media right now.
So, why should you pay attention to this specific method? Well, let's just talk numbers for a second. One channel using this exact technique is potentially pulling in nearly $200,000 in a single month. And get this, they're doing it with just 32 short videos.
And how do you get to a number like that? With a massive audience. We are talking 51 million views in just the last 30 days. This isn't just a lucky break. It's a repeatable formula for creating content that people just can't stop watching. Okay, so let's dive right in and deconstruct this whole thing. We're going to walk through the exact blueprint from that very first idea all the way to the final polished video.
Every single viral video starts with a great story. It's the foundation that everything else is built on. And for this, we're going to turn to a powerful AI assistant to be our own personal scribe. Our first tool is ChatGPT, but hold on, we're not just going to ask it for some simple story. We're going to use a very specific method that not only generates the script, but also tells us exactly what visuals we need to create for it. The crucial part is this two-prompt method. The first prompt gets you a whole list of compelling ideas. Once you pick one, the second prompt generates the entire script. And here's the magic. For every single paragraph, it also creates a visual prompt. That's a detailed description for our AI image generator. It's genius. Okay, so with our script and a list of visual prompts all ready to go, it's time to bring the story to life. And for that, we need an AI artist. For this step, we're using Leonardo.ai. It's an incredibly powerful and, most importantly, free text-to-image generator that can produce some truly stunning, high-quality artwork based on our prompts. Once you're inside Leonardo, the process is actually really simple. You'll want to set your model to Absolute Reality v1.6 for that cool cinematic look, and ask for 3 image options, so you have a choice. Then you just copy and paste the visual prompts directly from your ChatGPT script. That's it. Now, here's a little pro tip that's kind of like the secret sauce for getting great images, using a negative prompt. This is just a list of things you don't want in the image, like blurry or poor quality. It leads to much cleaner, much more professional-looking results. So we have our script and our visuals. The next piece of the puzzle is a compelling voice to narrate our story and really draw the viewer in. Our tool for this is 11labs.io. It's widely considered one of the best out there for generating incredibly realistic and natural-sounding AI voices, which is absolutely essential for keeping your audience engaged. Here's a tip for a much easier editing process. Work on your script paragraph by paragraph. Generating and downloading a separate audio file for each one gives you so much more control later on. And while you're at it, head over to Pixabay for some background music. Just searching for Majestic is a great starting point for that epic feel. All right, this is where it all comes together. We have our images, our voiceover clips, and our music. It's time to step into the editor's seat and assemble our final masterpiece. The recommended tool for this job is the PC version of CapCut. It's completely free, it's surprisingly powerful, and it's very user-friendly, which makes it the perfect choice for this kind of project, even if you're totally new to editing. The editing workflow is super straightforward. You'll import all your assets, layer them on the timeline, and start adding some polish, like transitions and effects. Then you'll use CapCut's amazing auto captions feature, which is a massive, massive time saver. To really nail that viral look and feel, here are the specific settings to use. You're going to want to drop your background music volume to -10 and boost the voiceover to +10 so it's clear and crisp. Then, add a subtle lens and shake effect to your images with these exact values to give them a sense of dynamic motion. So there you have it, the entire process. Let's do a quick recap of the simple and, more importantly, free toolkit that you need to get started. It all comes down to these 4 tools. You've got ChatGPT for your script, Leonardo.ai for your visuals, 11labs for your voice, and CapCut to bring it all together. Every single one has a free version that is powerful enough to create professional quality content. We've laid out the exact formula that has generated millions of views and some incredible revenue. The tools are accessible to everyone, and the blueprint is right here in front of you. So, the only question left is, what story will you bring to life?